Hey guys, just a really quick mod update for you and a little bit about the episode before we begin. So obviously, hi, welcome, my name's Jackal, welcome to Escape from Pripyat, but I assume you already know that because this is the 84th or 85th episode. I installed a new mod for the game, which is Companion Weapons Don't Jam. The TLDR of it is it makes a lot of sense because companions find their own ammo, or rather they don't use your ammo, they have infinite ammo. They repair their own armor and everything, and the game's trying to tell me that they can't fix their own guns and clean them. I mean, it's not even about fixing them, it's just about, like, taking a can of Ballistol or what's more common in America, like Brunox or something. I guess Brunox is in the game, right? Yeah, there you go. Something like that, and just, spraying some on the gun and then wiping it off with a cloth. That's the bare minimum you can do to any weapon to maintain it, and it'll keep going forever and ever. At least from an in-game perspective, right? You don't really have to worry about it. So because of that, it doesn't make sense for me to babysit all my companions' equipment. For companions that you use for a short while, it really doesn't matter because you just use them to get from point A to point B, and then you pick up another companion along the way, and it really doesn't matter. But if I'm going to use Hip as a companion, and I'm going to talk to her and have her keep me company for the rest of the journey, it really doesn't make sense. I think this is just a lot more interesting way of doing it. I'm okay with babysitting her health and giving her medkits. That makes sense to me. It's fine, it's not much of a hassle, but if I don't install this mod, if I don't use it, it's just not worth having a companion. I mean, they bolt off in the direction of the enemy and charge after them and are suicidal enough already that I really don't need to worry about their weapons. They're just not worth having from any perspective other than keeping them around for a short while to act as an early warning system, and they're just more trouble than they're worth. But with this mod, it makes things a lot more relaxing, a lot more pleasant to play, and it makes companions worth having. So that's the mod. Other thing is, there's been a copyright strike on this episode, and that forced me to edit some bits out. Now, don't worry, you're going to be able to follow along. You don't lose any part of the episode in and of itself, but the audio is a little bit not ideal, in that the game noises and the game sound is a little bit too loud, so maybe my commentary is a little bit difficult to hear at times. I apologise, but you have Orchard Music to thank for that, because they've copyright claimed what is very clearly fair use. It's part of the game, it's part of the game's soundtrack. Now, I know this is a modded game, but it's part of the soundtrack of a game with commentary over it. That is fair use under any YouTube guideline, including the new ones. So thank you for that. I'm assuming it's an automated system, usually is, and oftentimes when stuff like this gets claimed, it gets released about a month later. They just pick up all the money and leave with the money, basically. But I'm not a big channel, and I don't really make much from my videos, so I don't really care. But yeah, it's annoying, but it does make it so that I had to do some wizardry, and as a result of that, the audio is a little bit skewed. So, sorry about that, but the next episode should be perfectly fine. Alright, that's about it. Thank you very much for, suffering through this long intro, and now let's get into some really interesting gameplay in mainly Limansk. And we're back with a different gun. Again. That's fine, though, because I didn't waste the other one. I gave it to Hip, which is... well, we'll see whether that's the equivalent of wasting it, or whether she's actually semi-competent with it. She will at least be able to carry my weapons, but, or not my weapons, but the weapons we pick up, of course, and stuff like that. And I got myself a fixed-up AK-74 PMC. I mean, I think it just makes sense thematically with me being a mercenary and all of that, and also I have a Remington 700 Archangel with the Archangel stock, and other than that, it's a regular Remington. Chambered in 7.62 times 51 NATO AP. I'll pretty much be only using the AP ammunition for this, and I also have, let me just reload that one bullet in there. I also have the best pistol in the entire world ever, universe known to mankind, the CZ-75. Prove me wrong. Well, actually, please don't do that. Well, the Shadow 2's much better, and the Lugo Alien, and the... Shush. CZ-75, best pistol in the universe, okay? Now let's get serious. I do love that gun. It's like the grandfather of all good modern service pistols. Well, not maybe the grandfather, maybe the father, right? The grandfather would be the previous models, but it is a phenomenal gun. And I just aesthetically love it more than anything else. And to be honest, pistols in the zone, I'm not going to use them against monolith or soldiers. I'm going to use them against small mutants. And at that point, I can throw rocks at them, and it's going to not make much of a difference. You know, USP, Glock, Colt, 911, or 1911, sorry. Two very different things there. Anything I use is going to be fine. I kind of prefer 45 ACP for the zone. I talked about this many times, but honestly, 9mm jacket and hollow point is just fine. However, let's get serious now. We're going to Liman. I think that's where we're going, right? Limansk, sorry. Liman, different city, different area. I think east and slightly north, but Limansk is here. And I don't want to go into the Red Forest, though I might. It really depends on how we do. The main thing I want to do right now is I want to test my new kit. And I'm going to test this AK out with regular rounds. So not with armor piercing, just with these regular rounds. And it does have a flashlight on it, as well as a red dot sight, laser pointer, or whatever the thing is called as well. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and test this out. I did buy some food and some gear. I've spent most of my money, but the repairs and the weapon and all of that mostly came out of my stash. So stuff that I already picked up and saved throughout our adventures in the zone thus far. I'm basically broke, but I don't need money right now. I have everything. Here we are in Limansk. Night vision on, and... well, you don't have any night vision, but trust me, we own the night. A bit too much, if I'm honest. Yeah, I think this will do. Now, let's get to it. Really? Hitting the tree, even though there wasn't a tree there to begin with, but never mind. I was also kind of thinking about the caliber of this sniper rifle. Now, I really like the DVL-10 and its variants. I think the Urbana is the one that the mercenaries have access to right now. And I really like that gun, I really do. I think it's gorgeous looking, I think it fires great, I think it's well designed. That's not Hip's footsteps. Because she's not moving. I don't know if he's monolith or not, he could be a mercenary. Oh, Juggernaut, if only there was a way for you to check. Yeah, I know. He is. Well, aren't you glad you checked? Yes, I am. Very much so, but I still need my night vision back on. Okay, friendlies in the AO, who would have thunk, eh? So like I was saying before I rudely interrupted myself, I also don't have the highest degree of confidence in this caliber, and would have preferred something like 12.7 for my long-range solutions. The problem is, the DVL-10, as far as I can see, does not have the option to mount a silencer on it. And my sniper rifle without a silencer in these scenarios is... well, I'm not going to say virtually useless. It's not useless, but it's not very useful either. I mean, the moment I shoot someone, I'm gonna draw attention back towards me, and they're gonna start approaching me, and I would really, really like to avoid that and sort of remain in stealth for as long as possible. Plus, I'm gonna be completely honest, this does allow for stealth kills against targets which I might not necessarily think to target, and who may not necessarily be hostile to me. So if I were to kill them in the open, that would obviously present a bit of a problem. But if I were to kill them from, you know, a kilometre away, with a silencer, nobody will have known it was me. And that's the whole idea behind silencers. Part of the reason why I had one on my pistol, but I figured you need to get way too close to people with it, and others will see me when I do, so yeah, it doesn't really matter on pistols. I could have put one on the CZ, but like I said, doesn't really matter. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, there's a Psystorm. Okay, that is the coolest thing I've seen maybe ever. Wait, does this not count as shelter? Shit, okay. Hip, we got a problem. Get the fuck out of here into shelter. Come on, this way. Yep. I'll find shelter, alright. Nope, not here. How do I get inside this building? Hip, get in here right now. Talk to me. Stay, okay? Don't move. Okay.
Быть наготове. Быть наготове.
Nope, sorry. Stealth. Yeah, there we go. Woo. I want to check this again. Wow, look at this. It actually interferes with the night vision goggles, the Psystorm. Man, that is incredible. Well, I did not know that. I'm sorry, it's terrifying, and I wish it weren't the case, because it makes night vision worse. But it's so cool. Also, acted as a bit of a warning signal, I suppose, before the actual storm hit. Wow. Okay, I'm going to drink some water, if you don't mind. There we go. Needs it fully taken care of, so to speak. Yeah, I noticed I have these, I bought these VOG 30 grenades, and I noticed there's a difference between them and the F1 grenades, in that the F1 grenades I can throw, and the VOG grenades I don't seem to be able to do that. They kind of look like grenades you would put in a grenade launcher, but it doesn't say that anywhere. And I don't have a grenade launcher. So, I don't know. What am I supposed to do with these? Not quite sure. Also, I need to upgrade this AK. That's one of the things I haven't done with it. I have the basic upgrade for it, and I think that's about it. For this gun, though, I think I've kitted it out mostly. Well, not really. I can put reliability, accuracy, reduced recoil, stuff like that. So, definitely, you know, TLDR, I'll definitely be on the lookout for weapon upgrades. That would be lovely. And to that end, I mean, there's a storm going on. There's not much else to do. To that end, I suppose I should be looking for stashes. Yeah, I know, this is also breaking down. But if I were to zoom out and take a look at where I have the most amount of stashes that I haven't checked, and for this I guess I am looking at green ones, not just purple ones. Well, there's a few in the swamp. There's a lot in Cordon, which I've missed, but like I said, I wasn't thinking about that at the time. There's some over towards Sultan, whom I do have to go and meet. But there's considerably more up north as well in this area. And there's not that many in Liman. However, there are quite a few in the Red Forest. And I believe Red Forest, you get out here, you cut across, you go over here and you go into Jupiter, so I reckon, considering we haven't looted that much in this region,
Быть наготове.
EP rounds, those are very useful for me, thank you. Also, I reckon I don't need this anymore, right? No, I don't. Could have gotten yourself shot, mate. I'm just saying. Okay. Let me just check one more time. I think we're going to go to the Red Forest immediately. Yeah, so it's here and then right. And you sort of go behind this building. Alright, let's go. Hip. Whatever, you'll make it. There you go, come on. Davai, davai, let's go. Watch the buildings, watch the foliage. Mainly the foliage. Buildings are kind of easy to spot whether they're populated or not. Is that tunnel the way to the Red Forest? I've never actually crossed over from here. I figure the least I could do is take you to places I haven't been yet. And sort of sharing the adventure, because I am fairly familiar with this area down south. Actually, I've been to Jupiter and walked through a good bit of it as well, to be honest, but... Well, Jupiter and the other area, right? Yeah. Oh! Such box! Yay! Padlock steel box, weapon upgrade, something very valuable, and these things as well. Okay, lovely. Now the tunnel seems relatively empty too. And relatively safe. Okay. Excuse me for just a second, I need to do some crafting. I also need to get rid of this. What the hell do I need it? Okay, open that up. Skeleton key, note in a case, 4 bolt, moonlight, 1 metal shovel. Now, the moonlight is extremely radioactive. It's gonna light me up like a Christmas tree, okay? Right. 12, 12. I need to drop this. Yeah. I have to drop this. And off it goes. I mean, yeah, I got 50 microsievers from just holding on to it for a minute or so. Not good. All right. Note in a case. Yuri, I finally hit the pay dirt. I got your tip about the cache in the swamps. I wanted to... There's still a shit ton of stuff there. Take the SVT. Here's your cup for now. Hope it brings you luck. Victor. Well, it didn't bring him luck, but I think it brought me luck, so... You know. The barrel on this thing is shot to shit, but the gun itself is fine. Alright, let me craft an upgrade. Except I can't do that. Wait, what? Hold up. Expert tools. Huh! I can't upgrade weapons on the field. Okay. Good to know. I thought I could do that with the if I had like a full set of tools, but I guess not. Anyways, well, just do that really quickly. Alright, anyways, off to the Red Forest. The bridge to Limansk. Well, it's in my case, it's the bridge from Limansk, but I guess it's more in the eye of the beholder, eh? Really? Kill him, please. Kill him with violence. Don't push me back. We can't go back. We can't go back. There's no backwards. Okay, I'm gonna be fully honest with you. I'm really glad I gave you that weapon. It looks so awesome when you fire it. When you're holding it like this, I mean, you grab the... it looks a bit tiny for some reason. It's shrunk, kind of, in your hands to the size of an AKS, which I have a sneaking suspicion I know why that is, but never mind. Doesn't matter how it looks. Like, when you shoot it sounds bloody amazing. I reckon, though, I should have given you an AK-105 with some of these attachments, maybe. It'll look even better. But we can switch that. We're not, you know, we're not... The weapon you have right now is not eternal. We can switch it around when I get rich again. Well, if and when, right? That's not on us, but it's near enough that it's making me a little bit nervous. Now, there are mercenaries fighting in the region. Just need to make sure I don't shoot them. I know just how ridiculous this is. Trust me, I know. But if it works, it isn't ridiculous. Right? It only works if they see me and start shooting at me. In which case, yeah, it's stupid, you never should have done it. But if it works, alright? I love the reload on this thing. I absolutely love the reload on it. Okay. Right, other gun. I've never been to the Red Forest. Well, I've... not this side of the Red Forest, across the bridge. I've had a bit of an excursion into the Red Forest, but I've never explored it properly. And I would very much like to do that right now. The door's locked, unfortunately. Okay, don't fall down. I'm just trying to peek and see if there's anything useful down there. Doesn't look like it. I get the feeling like there's a whole heap of loot hidden from me somewhere in this region. I don't know, I think it's just the... Really? It's just a kill wall? Oh, come on, that is bullshit. That is such bullshit. Why leave it open then? Oh, come on. Imagine playing Iron Man and dying like this. You're like, ooh, water, anomaly, corpse. I'm gonna go and loot it. No, there's just a kill wall right there. It just kills you instantly. Fuck right off, game. So, after exploring the waters down there and finding absolutely nothing, ignore the corpse, which I can't loot, we will head across the bridge and avoid the waters of death, despair, and destruction, and be on our way to more pleasant, and one would assume greener pastures. But seriously. Okay, can I break character for just a second, please? Thank you. I love how, if you think about it, most games put invisible walls, so you can't go into certain areas. Stalker puts death walls. You just die if you touch it. Tells you a lot about the design of this game, right? Invisible wall? No. I mean, that is hilarious to me, I'm sorry. Oh god, that is not what I meant to do. I didn't mean to take your clothes off you. There you go, have them back. Okay, is any of your... oh, that's a good quality pistol I can sell off for a good bit of cash. I see him. Okay, AK-74, PMC, amazing weapon. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but it's an amazing weapon. Truly truly amazing. And okay, this was maybe like the optimal engagement distance for it. 45 bullet magazines, lovely, by the way. We have to pretend that they're polymer and not. I think this is Bakelite, or something. I think that's how it's pronounced. Bakelite. I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. That seems kind of how you would pronounce it. To me, at least. I don't know. Did I put the wrong rounds in? No, I didn't. This was 4 metal jacket rounds. Here, I'll tell you why I love the gun so much, because it's not maybe readily apparent. I think it's the foregrip, and yes, I sacrificed the grenade launcher for it, but I think, call me crazy, but I think it actually makes a difference. And eventually I will test that out, just not anytime soon, because it's going to be a lot of work, but eventually I'd like to test that out, because I think if you put the grenade launcher on it, this is a good weapon again, I can sell it down there somewhere. If you put the grenade launcher on something like an AK-12, I think it changes the recoil. Because with this and the grip, the gun bounces up and down in a very predictable, very straight line. And it's trivially easy to control, almost. Compared to 7.62, which just bounces all over the place, and is just, you know, a bitch to put more than one round downrange every 2 or 3 seconds. You can fire very quickly with this gun. It's not just the rate of fire, it's everything else attached to it as well. Like the accuracy, the recoil control, the gun is awesome, okay? The gun is absolutely awesome, and I have a feeling that adding a grenade launcher to it will mess with that too much, to the point where the gun's not going to be as good. Besides, I like chucking grenades manually. It's a bit of, I don't know, there's some kind of weird satisfaction to that. Oh, it's a merc. Rest in peace, buddy. You do have improved ceramic armor, though. Ooh, okay, let me, So this one is broken, but this one is new. Very good, thank you very much. Extremely useful, that. Pistol is also in okay condition, and I can sell it. I've gotten rid of a lot of the junk I was carrying, which means I can now pick up a fair bit of stuff. Like I can hold 200 kilos with the battle suit and the combat armor and everything. Okay, 357 Magnum. This gun is also in good condition. I mean, they won't fetch the highest price known to mankind, but they'll sell. And that's all that's important. Now, this guy I haven't looted either, right? He's on the truck. Weapon upgrade. Couple of AKs, wow. Yeah, this is what I miss about fighting Monolith. Look at that. Ooh-wee, okay. Let's check your weapons. And try and be quick about it, because I can hear fighting coming this way. Okay, that's good. Let's move. Is there maybe another one in the truck? No. Some ammo in the truck there. I want to check out the tunnel too. Although I don't know how good of an idea this is. Okay. You wanna... No?
Granata!
Get out of here. I picked up the wrong thing.